What up with your family? This your boy Billy Bob, aka We Boogie in the DJ world, and this is just something to think about. Right now, we have a lot of uh, people from our background, our phenotype, that represents people in American capacity that are uh, that are definitely in places and positions of power. Not enough men, more women. Um, which I'm not a chauvinist. You know, anybody that's capable to be able to conduct uh, themselves amongst power, because power runs through people, so you can't handle it like that. You have to be a conductor for power. If you are not set right and your motives are not right, and you have, you know, you have hidden agendas, or you just surround a lot of people or peer groups of people who are not being held accountable, but allowed to be in positions of leadership, then what happens is there's detriment, there's damage that happens, and we seeing it play out. Everybody is not fit for power. Everybody is not uh, the best conductibility. Some people's motives ain't right. Some people's hearts ain't right, and so therefore it's damaging. And so at some point we have to, as people who are uh, observers, may need to intervene. And it's not a physical accountability, because I don't believe in discipline people with my hands no more. But I believe that it's a social accountability. I believe that it's not about shaming, but if you are doing something and you're in a capacity where you can affect mass people, then you have to be held socially accountable. And right now, there's a large margin of women, and it was done this way on purpose. Uh, I'm not gonna call them the feminazi. I'm not gonna call them the female boule. I'm not gonna call them the sororities. I'm not gonna call them the none of that. None of that. Even though we know that that plays a big part in it. But right now, there's a lot of women. You guys are, for the ones who's doing the right thing, I salute you. You know, I can follow behind a woman or a man if their heart is right, because I look up. I listen. I adore people with good hearts, pure hearts. You know, but right now you have Jezebel, Horish uh, type of spirit that's being championed and touted, and that's being at the helm and held like it's the thing. And this there's people who are watching you and mocking you and making mockery of you and laughing because you just don't get it. You know, uh, is political business taking place? I'll give you one example. Why would you have somebody like Megan Thee Stallion twerking in a convention when it should be about morale? It should be about policy. It should be about accountability, and getting the people morale up, and trying to figure out what your party is going to bring to the table for the next election. but you want people to dance and all of that. Do you know how disrespectful and disingenuous that is? That says a whole lot about you as a person, and there's a lot of people talking about it. You fucked up. I don't even have to say your name. You know who you are, and thank God, because these people in power that acts all haughty and whorish like that, acting like whores, could cost this country, because there is people in place and a system in place that wants to destroy the beauty of what makes this part of America the shit. You know, and I'm not speaking out of ego, but this is a special place. And we are people of God. And if we don't hold them accountable for the ruins and it's a lot of blood on these people's hands over the last 4 or 5 years. You know, they took a lot of money from a lot of people's children's mouths and killed a lot of people, neutralized a lot of people through chemical intervention. And as a result, there's a lot of people who are dying right now because these people fraudulently and belligerently, pulled a false alarm. And you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't even have to put it on. There was a false alarm, had people scared and had to run, thinking that they were going to get a solution to this emergency. And during this emergency, there were some other people, while the people panicked, there were some other people secretly opening the back door and letting a whole bunch of people in. So, right now, leadership is definitely in question, and accountability. Why ain't we fucking mobbing the streets and demanding justice for everything that has taken place in the last 4 or 5 years? This is the problem. We're docile and pale. We're fucking docile and shit. It's like you rocked to sleep. You don't know that these people have, first of all, I want to tell you, July of 2022, the U.S. corporation is defunct. That's why these people are doing whatever they want to do right now. And the military is controlling a lot of government. These people that are acting like they're in political capacity are just faking. They're just giving a script to act as if, because they don't want U.S. to fall apart. U.S. is no more. So I said it. So there's nobody holding these people accountable. There's no oversight because the U.S. is gone. So people are just acting right now. That's why you have some of the most profane atrocities and some of the most craziest stuff taking place on these fake news media outlets, because it's all fake, and once you know that, so then it becomes your responsibility to personally start doing shit like tuning off. I'm not gonna go all the way off the internet because I need to stay current on the shit that takes place, but they're not gonna be having a whole lot of my attention because I know your bullshit is fake. And so we need to get to the real world where there's too much shit happening, right? So the accountability is paying less attention to the internet, and this is for me, and start, vetting these people that we trusted to reflect us. And all the time they were redirected to do something that would be detrimental. The same people that we trusted. So at this point, we need to start paying less attention to the internet and just going to these places, these business, these offices, political leaders' office, and start taking it to them to the street and holding them accountable. We ain't all gone. There's been a lot of people that has died as a direct result. We are at war. This is a war. Them people waged war on us. They told us it was some people, a disease out, and they told us that we would have to get this, go and get this shot, and next thing you know, you got people dropping dead. That's a fact. Somebody need to be held fucking accountable. Somebody need to be held accountable. And if we don't do it, who will? So I want to let you know the U.S. corporation is no more. The military is holding this place, and that's why the Capitol Hill is shut down and the White House is shut down. Nobody's in there. It's fucking because the U.S. corporation is over. And these so-called people are just keeping this thing together is the states, individual governments, and the so-called these other entities or agencies are probably being paid and all that, but you can't tell the difference, So I don't know. I jumped around, but what I want to tell you is that there are way more women in our group than men, and the men are being silenced. It's time that we speak out with actions on the streets, and helping the people who are suffering. And I'm talking about me. I mean, I can only, I can't tell none of y'all what to do, but it's more on the streets and less on the internet. And some of these leaders, especially people who have showed us that they had a hidden agenda, and because they chose more women, I think that they need to be held accountable by other women, because we have just as many righteous women who knows definitely that they didn't have our best interests at hand, and they had their own personal motives for even signing up for representing the people or whatever. And so, yeah, yep. So I'll get back to y'all on that. Thanks for listening up. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know I'm still alive. Leave a comment, yay or nay. Anything will be definitely appreciated, especially if it's something that you can vibe to or respect. Or even if you don't, let me know.